Hi guys, Tylord here. I'm gonna do something different this week. I want to play through Fatal Fury Special on Sega CD. I will be using my JVC XI hooked up to this nice Sony Trinitron right here that was given to me by my buddy Dean. So shout out to Dean, Vinny Corleone, you know him as his YouTube name. Playing this on the JVC XI, one of my favorite systems ever. Clean little system, I never have problems with it, always works well. I'll be playing it with the 6-button Sega Genesis controller. This is not original software, it's a nice repro copy. This was donated to me by the Badcompany, Fred, so appreciate that a lot. And I've been playing this game a lot lately. Fatal Fury is one of my favorite video game series. It's probably right there under Street Fighter. I've always loved Fatal Fury, especially Fatal Fury 2 and Fatal Fury Special. I like all of them, but the first one was actually designed by Takashi Nishiyama, who designed the very first Street Fighter, and he came back to work on Street Fighter 4, which is interesting. I love Street Fighter 4, love Fatal Furies. I think he worked on most of the Fatal Furies. I think he even worked on Kung Fu Master, so that guy's up there as far as my favorite developers. A lot of games. I don't know too much about the designer of Fatal Fury 2. If someone knows more about him, please let me know. I never know much about him. His name is Takashi Tsukamoto, I believe. Let me look here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah, Takashi Tsukamoto. He's like the head designer of Fatal Fury 2 and Fatal Fury Special, which are my favorite Fatal Fury games. But I don't really know much about him. I looked him up. I can't find much about him on Wikipedia. I know he did work on Street Smart, the old arcade game, so Corio from Mainly Gaming would appreciate that. But I don't really know much about, for being such a big game, like, they were really pushing Fatal Fury 2 to be the Street Fighter 2 killer. But I don't really hear much about that designer. Takashi Nishiyama worked on all the other ones mainly, but I don't hear about this Takashi Tsukamoto guy too much. So if anyone knows about him, let me know. I'm curious. Anyway, I'm playing this on the JVC XI here. A cool thing about this version is it has the music tracks you can listen to. That's another thing I really like about Fatal Fury 2 and Special. I really love the beats in here. I love the music in this game. So this will be the original arcade music in CD form on the Sega CD version. One of the positive parts of the Sega CD version. There aren't that many more other than that. I've been playing the heck out of this game lately on in my Fatal Fury 2, Fatal Fury Battle Archives Volume 1. That's probably the best way you can play it if you don't have a Neo Geo. I've been playing it on Expert, trying to clear it with 1 credit. It's been driving me nuts. I think I'm getting pretty good at it though, but I have a long way to go. Again, I don't know what's bringing me back to this game. Kind of nostalgia, like my buddy and I used to play at Pizza Hut all the time, and cooped up a little more than usual at home. I don't know why I'm drawn back to Fatal Fury 2, but I really love this series. I've been playing it on Super Nintendo as well. Super Nintendo is probably a better port than this thing here I'm going to play. There is a reason I really like this version right here. Let me go to play game. Oh, this is play music. Here we go. We'll play game. There's a nice little Sega logo. There is a reason I like this game. The music is great. The control is good. The characters look good. The backgrounds are lazy. Like they didn't put much effort into the backgrounds. I don't know if it was because of memory limitations with this machine, but you would think Sega CD could handle it. Look, the intro looks great. It's got the original arcade music. This all looks great. The characters look great. I think it's missing a few frames. As I said, the Super Nintendo version, from what I played, is a lot better. I I do like this one for two reasons, though. Like a low, not too crazy about the loading times, but you can't get past that type of thing back then. Anyway, what I really like about this game, yeah, even the demo takes forever to see the graphics. Oh man, it's not showing up well on my camera. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to live with this. See, the characters look nice and big. Look at how lazy the background. None of the people in the background are there. And nothing's moving in the background. There's no parallax scrolling. Super Nintendo has all of that. But anyway, let's get out of here. Disk access. You'll be seeing a lot of my reflection here. Okay, what I like about this is I can go down to expert and smash through this game, unlike other versions. And the reason why you can do that is because this game has an additional character from the start. Other games you have to unlock him, or he's not even available in arcade mode, but see, this game has Ryo Sakazaki right there from Art of Fighting, and Art of Fighting is another one of my favorite fighting games. I've been trying to one credit clear that one on expert or on hardest mode too. I'm getting pretty close, maybe like 6. Anyway, but I like all these goofy characters. Not all of them are as memorable as Street Fighter characters, but I think quite a few of them are. But I'm going to choose Ryo Sakazaki here. Look at that, the music's already loading up again. Because the game is just a breeze to go through with him. Like everyone just is dumb and they're afraid of this guy. You can just smash through the game with Ryo here. It's such revenge after playing this game on expert on other systems. I'm getting my butt kicked. Now I can come on this thing and clear the game on expert with barely even trying. It's nice revenge, so I'm just going to have a nice little casual play here and talk about Fatal Fury. See, this has the level scrolling, but there's not really any parallax scrolling. Look, he's got all of his moves from Art of Fighting. It's almost like playing as Ryu in Art of Fighting. Like he has I forget what it's called, Haokokoken, or look at that. There's no way you could get away with beating up Andy here on the actual game with the actual characters. This guy is just so overpowered, and it's like the NPC has been nerfed. Like usually they would run away to the background or something. They don't do that at all here. See, they do take off quite a bit of health, but this guy's just overpowered. Look at this, his fireball here. It's like playing as Ryu on Fatal Fury. So he took care of Andy there. Andy! I really don't care for Andy's design. I think it's kind of lame. I like Andy. His moves are lame, but I don't really care about the inputs of his moves. And I like his level in Italy there. Look, Ryo kind of looks like either Ricky Martin from the Rock and Roll Express, and here's Mai here. He either looks like Ricky Martin from the Rock and Roll Express or Rod Stewart. Here's Ryo. And here's Mai here. Mai's stage always looks good, but look at the lack of animations back there. At least it moves around, like at least it scrolls. Oh, okay, look at this. You can just spam fireballs. Oh, look at that. Pacha! Man, this is just such a breeze after playing the actual game. I love it. Oh, Kocho. Oh, okay, I love it. Look, they don't even do anything. It's like they don't even block when you play as Ryo. So that's why I like this Sega CD version. I like Mai here. Look at, she's not wearing her granny panties like on the Super Nintendo version. That's another positive thing about this game. Oh, okay, she might win around. I was trying to not... Oh. Oh, wow, okay. Wasn't paying attention there. too distracted by my. Not gonna happen again. Look at they're so dumb. Not playing around with you, my. Later, perhaps. Yeah, it's not that the backgrounds look bad, but like there's the lack of scrolling and the lack of animations. You would definitely notice if you put this side by side with the arcade or the Super Nintendo version. Accessing disc. I hope it runs okay. Oh crap, you know what? I might have to do this over. Every once in a while when I get to Big Bear, the disc doesn't load. I think there's something wrong with this repro. I hope it doesn't mess up. Here we have Duck King, who was from the original Fatal Fury. They brought him back for this one. I don't know why. He might be a fan favorite. He's kind of a silly character. He reminds me of like one of the thugs on Final Fight. And you'll notice a lot of stuff missing from his stage. It only has like 2 frames of animation. The music is up there with the arcade, of course. At least he blocked. Some of these guys don't even block. Oh, cooking. Like it even has Shoryuken, or whatever it's called in Art of Fighting language. Yeah, it's pretty much like playing Ryu in Fatal Fury. I'm sorry about this screen. I didn't know it was going to do that. These old CRT TVs with my old camera not working well. Yeah, good old Duck King has the Blanca roll. It's weird that Fatal Fury 2 or pardon me, it's weird that Street Fighter 2 and Fatal Fury 1 were developed around the same time. But I think Duck King had that role that Blanca has, so I don't know who ripped off who. If they were working on the same time. Of course, the guy that designed Street Fighter 1 designed Fatal Fury 1, but there was no Blanca in Street Fighter 1. And there's old Rod Stewart. Now on to Terry. I can't wait to get Fighting EX Layer on PS4. I kind of wanted to get the Japanese physical copy of that. It has Terry on it. You'll notice a lot more detail in the Super Nintendo. This one doesn't even have the lake, I don't think. At least has a couple layers of scrolling there. Well, look how dumb they are, though. Like, I have this on expert. There's no way I could get away with this with anyone else. It's just everyone's afraid of the power of Ryo here. It's just so nice to be able to just breeze through the game now. I've been really struggling. I have most of them mastered. A lot of the opponent, the computer controlled opponents I have mastered on expert on the actual arcade mode. But a lot of them I can't even, I cannot figure it out. And then sometimes I think I have them figured out, but I don't. Like, is this, oh. Trying to get creative here. Can't really pull off his uppercut. Oh, there it is. Yeah. It's like playing with Ryo from Art of Fighting if his power meter never went down. You know, on Art of Fighting, you can only do his move so many times before you have to charge it up. It's just like you're unleashing the full power of Ryo on Fatal Fury. And as far as I know, this is the only game you can play with from the start without putting in a code or anything, besides the Game Gear version. And here's Jubei. I'm a judo fighter, an old man. He throws cookies or pizzas or something. You'll see a lot of stuff missing from this background. I'm not really sure what Jubei's supposed to be. I think he's inspired off of that old pervy old guy from Dragon Ball or one of those shows, but he doesn't really look like him. He's kind of like a pervy old man, judoka. Look at all those those paintings are missing. Between the foreground and the background. Usually there would be a... Oh, I hate this guy. Hiya! This guy's such a pain in the butt if you're actually playing it with someone besides Rio. Yeah, this is a really disappointing port. I really enjoy it though, but look at the lack of background. There's no animation in the background. I should show you the Super Nintendo one. It looks so much better. These characters are nice and big though. Oh, hey, is that a cookie or pizza? Hiya! I'm not playing around with you. I don't think I'm going to be able to fight Rio at the end. No, I think I lost a round. It was on my... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this guy's so cheap when you actually play the game. Like, he counters everything and he just slides at you. With he does a ground slide, or he slides at you and throws you, so you don't have time to punch him or throw him. Or he'll counter your stuff, or he'll cower away between the front plane and the back plane. I can't stand him. Here we have Joe in Thailand. One of the original Fatal Fury characters. Joe! I might cut this loading time out if I edit this video. No, maybe not. I'll just leave it. Whatever. Like Rio charging up right there. I got a pie. Oh, can... I love that. Oh, it doesn't go through his tornado uppercut. I really hope this game doesn't freeze. Sometimes it freezes up when I get to Big Bear. I'll start over, I guess. I don't want to. Oh, okay. See how dumb they are? Like, I don't know why they're... It's easy with Rio, but it's a pain in the butt with everyone else. Oh. Look at that uppercut. Yeah. I do like the old Genesis controller. I've been playing the PlayStation version with a crappy GameStop controller. It's a pain in the butt. Half the time when I try to do a fireball, I jump, or if I try to back up, I jump. I'm having a dog of a time. I think if I had a better controller, I could more easily beat it with 1 credit. This guy's a little pain in the butt too. Tung Fu Ru, he was in the first Fatal Fury. He kind of looks like Janmin from Shenmue 2. In Fatal Fury 1, when you got his health down low enough, he would turn into a monster like a Hulk. He would Hulk out and turn into a big green monster. This one, he kind of summons his monster state, but he doesn't stay that way. Just some of his certain special moves, he'll turn into a monster. But yeah. Look at this game, only gives you 3 credits. I can't stand these Genesis games that only give you 3 credits. I remember all the Super Nintendo fighting games would give you unlimited. Didn't have the patience for 3 continues. Although I like to try to get it down to 1 credit clear. Ah, check that out. That's awesome. Oh, see, he turns into a monster. Or he summons a monster. It feels so good pounding this guy into the ground. He's such a pain when I play it on the actual arcade game. There he is. Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express. And then this guy, I'm not really sure who he's based on. He's supposed to be a rich, fat guy from Hong Kong that's a really good, powerful striker, but he's lazy and he likes to eat a lot. I don't think he's one of the fan favorites. He was something different though, but I guess he's not one of the more memorable characters. Yeah, I can hear the disc is loading up nice and good. Yeah, every once in a while it gets a big bear. There's something wrong with the repro, I guess. I hope it doesn't happen this time. Yeah, see, the characters look nice and big and detailed. They have a lot more color than the Genesis. Oh. Yeah. I love Rio. He's so bad. And all of the 16-bit versions, the jumbo casino ship going by is removed. What the? Yeah. Oh, he got me. Oh no, he ended up on the wrong side of me. Oh yeah. That was close. See, even if I don't really try, this game is still super easy if you play as Rio. And I put it on expert mode. I really hope the game doesn't crash when I get to Big Bear. I think he's next. Oh, here he is. Let's find out. Okay, I hear it loading up. Okay, no, this part's good. Sometimes the match doesn't load up. I hear it working. Alright, it worked. Okay, it will be good from here on out. Look at all those little guys in the background, all the sheep and everything are missing. Kind of pathetic. You would expect more from Sega CD. Oh, I tried to do an uppercut. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. Like how overpowered this guy is. I always liked Raiden's music. I always liked Big Bear. A lot of people don't like Bear. I like this style of him. He looks like Vader. Like, why you calling him Big Bear or Raiden or the Mastodon? That's Vader. Hiya. He even has a power bomb like Vader. He has a really cool clothesline. He has like a suplex and a clothesline and a power bomb. He has a really cheap, like he blows fire like the Japanese pro wrestlers. Takes off like 75% of your health. But he doesn't have time for that when Rio is fighting him. This guy too. I never really play much as Kim Kafwan. It looks like he has some really good moves. I kind of like his stance. He looks kind of like Ryu. Over to South Korea here. Come on, game, load up. Very good. Yeah, it should be fine from now on. The only time I have trouble is that Big Bear stage. Look at all the bicyclists and the motorcyclists are gone. Oh, see, he has the flash kick like Guile. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I really like the music in this game. It's probably up there with Street Fighter 2 for me. I don't really know much about the composer of this game. Like, the best version is that Sega Battle Archive, or pardon me, the Fatal Fury Battle Archives on PlayStation 2. It has the like the orchestrated remix music that was on like the Turbo CD and the Neo Geo CD, but it just loads up perfectly fast like the arcade mode. So it's like playing the arcade mode with that remastered orchestrated music. It's so awesome. There's Rod Stewart again. Here's Billy Kane. This guy's kind of a pain in the butt too, but not with Rio. Man, this is just bringing my blood pressure down so much playing it with Rio. I've been playing it. I've been trying to beat the game with Geese Howard on expert mode, but man, I think it's safe to say it probably takes me like 30 credits. I get just stuck on one of these guys and I can't figure out what to do. Like the gears don't move around or anything. Yeah, these backgrounds are super lazy. Like I would expect more from Sega CD. I think the Genesis version of Fatal Fury 2 had nice moving backgrounds, so I don't know what's up with this one. This one was, I think JVC developed this one, or some JVC developers like JVC, but I'm not really impressed with this port. But I mean, back then, if I would have had it, I would have been happy. This is an expensive game. I think it's like $200 if you want to buy the actual Sega CD version of this game. There goes Mr. Kane. I like the Fatal Fury animated movies. Billy Kane had that cool Cockney accent. He was a little punk. Well, yeah, if you have time, watch those Fatal Fury animated movies. There's 3 of them. They're pretty good. The Art of Fighting one's not too great. I mean, it's not terrible. The Fatal Fury animated movies are really good, I think. I think they're up there with the Street Fighter movies. The Virtua Fighter anime I really like too, and the Street Fighter V series I like. Here was Axel Hawk from USA Boxer, like Balrog here, one of the bosses. Cool. I like his level design, like an electrified ring with a bunch of cars watching it like it's a drive-in movie. Kind of looks like a concert in the background with like the city skyline back there. And I don't know if Axel's supposed to be George Foreman or Butterbean or a combination of both of them. Yeah, the sound's really good on this Sony Trinitron I have here. I mean, the game looks really good visually. Oh, he got me. Hiya. Yeah, Rio's overpowered moves here. And these guys, I like fighting the bosses because they never cower away to the back lane of fighting because there's an obstacle back there, so they can't run away. So they pretty much have to stay and duke it out with you. Lawrence Blood, the bullfighter here from Spain. Just like Street Fighter, one of the bosses was a bullfighter in Spain. Old Vega. I don't think this guy's a lot of people's favorite. He's not very memorable. I like him though. And I like his stage. Although his stage is really lazy in this version. Like the bulls have like 2 frames of animation. The bulls in the background. And like the perspective of the arena or the Coliseum doesn't bow to the perspective. It just goes straight across. It's like they redrew this in a crappy manner. Yeah, the characters look great though. I like his music. Whatcha? Oh, he has the M. Bison claw. This guy's moves are really cheap too. He's not doing it now, but if he plays anyone else, he has this move where he flies over your projectile and hits you with his cape. Like a cape would do anything. It might have razors in it or something, who knows. Takes care of old Lawrence. Yeah, the orchestrated version of that song is really cool. That's on the Fatal Fury Battle Archives. Old Rod Stewart again. Here's Geese Howard. He's one of my favorite characters. He's kind of like a mobster with a... He's like a Steven Seagal mobster, like Aikido practitioner. He's all into Japanese culture, but he's really a scumbag crime boss. I like his music too. Yeah, a lot of stuff is missing from his level too. Look at the flag. The United States flags are not fluttering back there. Very lazy. Oh, oh, missed it. Yeah. Yeah, I really like Geese's music. I hope the sound comes out alright on this video. What the? Yeah, love it. Oh, this game has a dash. This and this and Art of Fighting were some of the first games I remember with a dash. Oh, look, you can even crouch walk forward in this game. So it has a lot going for it. Yeah, Geese Howard. I really want to get Tekken 7. Geese Howard is a downloadable character on Tekken 7. One more guy, old Wolfgang with his purple hair. Wolfgang kind of reminds me of Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. He kind of looks like him. I really like this stage. I think this is the most epic boss fight stage in any fighting game. It would be really cool to see this stage redone in a modern game. Like if there was a new Fatal Fury 2 remake or something. Load. Come on, you can do it. Alright, this is it. I did it. Oh, Kokoken. Oh, Kokoken. Wow. Uh-oh. Can't get cocky. Well, at least the orchestra is moving around a little bit back there. This is just such a cool level. In the Super Nintendo and arcade version, you can kind of see like lightning in the outside of the windows. Oh man, that took me out bad. Great tomahawk. As long as I just throw fireballs, I'll be good. So pathetic. So you would never know it's hard to beat this game with Ryo. He's just so overpowered. But I love it. Like, I've been struggling with this game, so it's nice to go have a relaxing playthrough with Ryo. Even on expert, see how easy it is. I play fighting games all the time, but I actually am not that good. There he is. You are number one. I'm not gonna count that as a 1 credit clear on expert. That's ridiculously easy. I play Street Fighter 2 with my buddies at work all the time. And man, ever since I've been playing Fatal Fury, I've been smashing them at work. Usually we're kind of evenly matched. My 2 buddies at work, we play Street Fighter at the last break on my buddy's Nintendo Switch. Usually we're pretty evenly matched, like we'll go back and forth. Lately, since I've been playing Fatal Fury, I've been smashing them. It feels like I'm taking off the weights when I play Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 2 on Switch. It just controls so smooth. After playing this game where I have to like be so fast and deliberate with everything, like I can just, it's so smooth playing Street Fighter 2 Ultra on Switch. JVC Funcom, huh? Good job, guys. Very cool. Yeah, I love Fatal Fury. I don't care what version it is. I really love it. I'm even going to get the Game Gear version of it when I can find it. Looks like it's gone up a little bit in price on eBay, but I remember I almost got it for like $7. I want to get it now, though. It doesn't have the 2-plane bull crap, so you're just on one plane. Of course, the graphics are worse, and you can be Ryo on that version too. So I kind of want to get that one next. But I'll still be practicing on the actual version on my Battle Archives for PlayStation 2. I'll be practicing on that. I might make tutorial videos on how to handle these bosses. I'm starting to figure out how to master each of the opponents and each of the bosses. But I still have a long way to go. I've also been playing it on Super Nintendo, and it's really similar to the arcade. I notice a lot of times the Super Nintendo game's like kind of easier, or you can't really use the same tactics on the AI, but it's pretty darn close on Super Nintendo. It might be a little bit easier. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Fatal Fury Special, everyone, on Sega CD. The Repro version. Very cool. Again, thanks to Fred for giving me that, and thanks Dean for the television. I can play all these cool games. Check this out. I have my I don't know if you can see it over there. I have my backward compatible PlayStation 3 on the bottom there, so I can play all my PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3 games. Then I have my JVC XI up there. I can play all my Genesis games and my Sega CD games. So really awesome. Thanks to myself for finding that JVC XI at a yard sale for $5. Very cool. Yeah, sorry about this TV. I was hoping it would come out better. I should have used my phone to record it. Anyway, hope you guys can deal with that stupid picture. So I'll see you next week if I have time to make a video. I just wanted to share Fatal Fury Special with everyone because it's one of my favorite games of all time. I still like playing it after, what is it, like 30 years, or almost 30 years it's been out. And I still haven't mastered it. I'm trying to master it now while I'm have a little bit more extra free time here. So everyone stay safe, take it easy, peace out.